Hello all and welcome to another video. So a question I've got, and I'm going to talk about this ride in a minute, a bit more into detail and give my review on it. But what is the future at Thorpe Park for Rumba Rapids? I think it's Rumba Rapids, isn't it? They've called it. It is Rumba Rapids. Rumba, yeah, Rumba Rapids. What's the future for Rumba Rapids? Now, when I visited Thorpe Park last year on the opening day for Hyperia, I actually got to experience this ride for the first ever time. It was the most disappointing ride I've ever had on a Rumba Rapids or on a Rapids ride. That's because it's the only one out of the two. Basically, it's the only two versions. So I've only had two experiences on Rapids attractions. I've never been on rapid attractions. I've always wanted to go on one. That's why I went on one at Alton Towers about a good 10 years ago now. I think 2008 was when I went to Alton Towers with family. But I don't know exactly when I went, but I went a long time ago. That's all I know. But I went on a Rapids, and that Rapids was the best one out of the two that I've been on, which is the Alton Towers one. And I think that had no waterfalls running either. So it was still the best one out of the two. Also, this layout, I think, was the shortest. Rumba Rapids is the shortest layout I've ever been on. The other one is a bit longer, I found, in length, and a bit more fun, and had a bit more to it. This one we went on was the worst out of the two. So my question is, what's the future for this ride? Now, it does take up quite a lot of space, I think. Enough space. Well, it looks like on here on Google Maps it does take a lot of space up, or a little bit of space. It depends how you look at it on Google Maps and how you see it actually in person. But I can honestly see, in my opinion, this ride being ripped out and replaced in the future. I mean, it has got 4 stars on it, but then again, you know, I'm a bit in the middle about that. I don't really take that as a fact. That's just my opinion. I don't think that, you know, that is a good ride. I think that it's a ride that I think, in my opinion, I'd like to see ripped out and replaced with something brilliant and something more epic and something new. Maybe a family coaster I'd like to see. Maybe, if not, another thrill coaster to bring people in. Maybe even a family thrill coaster. Now, there's a lot of replacements that I'd like to see maybe replace this with that Swarm Island in the background. There's been a lot of speculation over the years what's going to go on Swarm Island. Or not Swarm Island, but the island behind where Swarm is. Basically, there's an island either behind Swarm or it's next door to Swarm, depending on how you look at it. But there's a land there, and there's also a piece of land where Rumba Rapids is. And if Rumba Rapids is ripped out, what could replace it? So I've always thought a big GCI wooden coaster would be an epic addition here. A family thrill, maybe a non-inverted one, which basically is massive theming like Wicker Man at Alton Towers. I'd love to see something like that at a Merlin Park down south. One that doesn't go upside down, one that's just all focused around the theming, the storyline, and basically a bit more bigger than Wicker Man, so it's got a bit more room to run maybe more trains on it, or maybe have room to run the 3 trains on it, but it's got a bit more space, a bit more track length on it, and a bit more theming on it, and a bit more storyline to it. I'd like to see something along those lines, similar to a Wicker Man at Alton Towers, but not exactly the same. A different theme, a different unique, something that fits with the area, something that fits with a fictional story, something British, something you know, something different that we've never seen before. Maybe even a jungle theme. Maybe even, I did have a theory and I did have an idea about maybe I'm a Celebrity. Maybe they could go with an intellectual property that could maybe be like easily transformed into an original theme when an IP does run out. When the IP does run out. An IP I had was I'm a Celebrity. And then they could have like the jungle, and they could have Anton Deck involved with it, and then when the IP runs out, it just becomes a jungle coaster fitting into a nice jungle area, and basically it creates a new jungle themed area with a new wooden themed jungleistic roller coaster. Another idea would be what people have suspected for a long time is an RMC steel coaster or hybrid coaster. Now, I'd love to see an RMC steel coaster here. Maybe an inverted version for thrill. That is something I would like to see at this park. Not sure theming, what sort of theming around it. I'm not really mind, as long as it's themed up and it fits in with the landscape and it's themed up to the point you can't see the structures or you can't see the... Because I think, in my opinion, RMC structures look a bit ugly and they look a bit out of place when you see them in like landscapes outside of the US. When you see them in the US, they fit in that landscape. If you fit them in like loads of steel structures and everything, it just, to me, looks really, really ugly and really, really out of place. So I'm hoping if they do build one in the UK in the future, it's really themed in and it's really like, you can't see the structure, you can see the track, you can see theming all surrounding it, fitting in with the story and fitting in with the area that it surrounds. Again, I'd like to see a British theme around this. Again, maybe, if not an American theme, maybe it could go in with Amity. Maybe it could go in with, what's it called? Maybe it could go in with Nemesis. So maybe could it be an extension to Nemesis? It could maybe be just an extension. It could be its own land. And again, it could be a jungle coaster. It could even be, if they can get the Disney IP, Wakanda Forever. That would be a really good addition. At that park. I doubt they'll get that park IP because it's Disney, but that is something I would like to see in the future, or like I say, just something original, something unique, and something that's not dark themed, something that's not horrific or anything else like that, something that's like a bit like Hyperia, a bit lighter themed, a bit more not theming to horror, something that's a bit more positive and a bit more hero and everything else like that. Basically, not hero at Flamingo Land, because that is, according to what I hear, is the worst painful ride ever. I'm talking about something that's like heroific, something that's like basically a superhero sort of theme, or basically a happy theme and everything else like that, but that people can actually go on and it's got a nice storyline and a nice positive non-horrific storyline. Is this something you'd like to see in the future? Any of the suggestions that you've heard, would you like to see any of these come into the park? Which do you think is more likely, an RMC, GCI? None of them do you think is likely? Another one I'd say I'd like to see is a Vekoma flying coaster, but I don't think we're going to get that. What could they theme it around? I mean, we have got Hyperia now, so maybe they could have themed it around Hyperia. But I think if they were going to build a coaster for Fearless Valley, which I'll do another video on at some point, I think they would take out the Ghost Train and the Walking Dead and build a massive new roller coaster in those areas. But I'll talk about them on another video at some point in the future. This video is about the future for Rumba Rapids. But yeah, let me know in the comment section below. Or if not, another addition I'd like to see is a water coaster, replacing the water ride element with a water fictional and original themed water coaster, like the one at Efteling Park over in I think it's Holland, or yeah, I think it's Holland or the Netherlands. Hang on, is it in Efteling? Just got to find out if it's in Efteling. Yeah, it's in the Netherlands. So like something like that over there would be epic to have in a UK in this park here, or over here. What's it called? Is it Efteling or is it another park? Have I got that wrong? Have I got that wrong, or is it right? Is that the right thing? Because I thought it always was Efteling, but I might be wrong about this. Where is it? Is it on the lake? I always thought it was Efteling. I don't know if it is. Can't see it on the map. Unless I've got two parks mixed up. But yeah, let me know in the comment section below. Would you like to see a water coaster at Thorpe Park, or would you like to see a GCI or an RMC? Let me know in the comment section below. But this is the end of the video for now. This is a bit of speculation, creative idea. What do you think is going to be the future for Rumba Rapids? Do you think it will stay there, or do you think it will be replaced? What do you think about it? Do you think it's a good ride? Do you think it's a not so good ride? Let me know in the comment section below via watching this on YouTube or watching this on Rumble. If you're watching this on Rumble, don't forget to like or dislike via the thumbs below to give your feedback. Comment as well to give your feedback and suggestions and opinions. Follow to support, and share this video as well as my other videos on with my family, friends, travel tourism and theme park enthusiasts. If you're watching this over on YouTube, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, turn on your notifications via the bell below, and please share this video as well as my other videos on with my family, friends, travel tourism, and theme park enthusiasts. Also, by the way, I just missed a dislike, so don't forget to like or dislike, as I am really big on freedom of speech. So if you want to give your opinion, feel free to give your opinion via the comment section below, and also like or dislike. This is the end of the video. Thank you very much for watching. 10 minutes 23. This is this video now. Didn't think it was going to be this long. Thought it was going to be a very short video, but yeah, I do go on quite. I do talk quite a lot when it comes to ideas and a lot of suggestions. But thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you did enjoy, let me know below. And for now, cheerio.